I stood in my driveway, frozen, as the contractors tore down the only bridge connecting my mother to the outside world. The sound of the sawzall slicing through the aluminum rails seemed to drown out the sympathetic whispers of my neighbors. Watching from her second-story bedroom window, my mother, Martha, took a long, shuddering breath before leaning against the wall. Her walker, cast aside, waited patiently by her side. A contractor's boss, the president of the Homeowners Association, loomed over my garden in his crisp white shirt. He was a squat man named Greg, with the permanent look of a man who took his job as neighborhood overseer too seriously. He bent down on one knee to indicate where the workers should start tearing up the sidewalk. "Now see here, Martha," he said, holding out a single sheet of paper. "The board never approved that ramp. In fact, we think it's a liability. You just wait until we get all the evidence." My hands shook as I called the city, only to find out that in their new database all documents were currently in transition. I could feel the icy disappointment creeping up my spine as the last workers removed the final bolt, leaving an unsightly gap where our entrance ramp used to be. That night I dug through every drawer, searching for the official approval letter. I remembered clearly sliding it inside a special safety folder in my filing cabinet. But now that cabinet stood bare. The folders inside spilled onto the floor like blackened confetti. I heard my mother's muffled sobs coming from upstairs, a steady rhythm that soon became a drum roll for my own tears. Just as I reached the lowest point of despair, my cell phone rang. It was 11 in the evening. A withered old man named Henderson, a retired board member and the only kind neighbor we'd ever had, shuffled out of his room. I kept a copy of that first approval letter, Miss. In fact, everyone who served on the board voted to destroy all evidence from electronic files. They forgot about me, I guess. He chuckled weakly. He had proof. The next day, instead of listening patiently to Greg's accusations at the meeting, I was busy drafting a lawsuit against the Homeowners Association for discrimination. At a federal mediation hearing, I produced Henderson's carefully kept document. The look on Greg's face as he read the original approval stamp was something I'll always